A former Army survival instructor vanishes without a trace in the North Carolina wilderness. His gear perfectly arranged. His boots right outside the tent. The only thing missing was him. The forest was silent. No blood, no struggle, just whispers of a man seen standing on a ridge in the morning mist, only to vanish when approached. Was it an accident or something far stranger? This is the chilling, unsolved mystery of Daniel Young and the haunting woods of Black Balsam Knob in Pisgah National Forest. What do you think happened to him? Comment below as we uncover this eerie case. Daniel Young was 41 years old in 1983 and was no stranger to the wilderness. A 41-year-old former Army survival instructor turned wilderness guide, he had spent much of his adult life trekking through the wilds of the southeastern United States. Friends described him as methodical, cautious, and respectful of the forest. Based in Asheville, North Carolina, Daniel often led small groups on backcountry expeditions, though he occasionally embarked on solo treks to clear his mind and reconnect with nature. In the weeks before his disappearance, Daniel had shown signs of restlessness. According to his sister, he'd grown increasingly withdrawn, spending more time alone and talking vaguely about how there are places the map can't show. It was during one of these solitary periods that he planned a multi-day trek to Black Balsam Knob, a bald, windswept peak known for its breathtaking 360-degree views and dense surrounding forest trails. What did Daniel mean by that? Was he alluding to a hidden trail or something more metaphysical? Daniel departed on June 10, 1983, parking his 1978 Ford Bronco at the trailhead off the Blue Ridge Parkway. He checked in with a forest ranger station, logging his intended route, a 3-day loop that would take him past Sam Knob, across Flat Laurel Creek, and up to the summit of Black Balsam Knob. He estimated he would return by June 13th. Equipped with a compass, topographical maps, a weather radio, and enough supplies for a week, Daniel was prepared for emergencies. He had been known to navigate terrain in near whiteout conditions. That weekend, the weather was calm, sunny with clear skies and light winds. The Black Balsam Knob is a part of the Pisgah National Forest and has several trail systems connected throughout its region. The panoramic views are spectacular, with bald peaks, deep spruce fir forests, hidden ravines, and ancient thickets locals call Laurel Hell. It's beautiful, but unforgiving. Daniel was last seen by 2 fellow hikers late in the afternoon on June 12th near the Art Loeb Trail Junction about a mile from the summit of Black Balsam. They exchanged a few words. Daniel reportedly asked how far they estimated the next water source to be, and then continued in opposite directions. That was the last time anyone saw him. 2 days later, when Daniel hadn't returned, a ranger noticed his Bronco still parked at the trailhead. When contact couldn't be made, a search was initiated. On June 14th, search teams located Daniel's campsite, deep in a wooded saddle about half a mile west of the summit. The scene was eerily undisturbed. His tent was neatly pitched, sleeping bag unrolled, backpack leaning against a tree, map folded beside a tin mug, and his boots placed just outside the tent flap. Nothing appeared to have been taken, and no signs of a struggle were found. His wallet and ID were still in the pack, and the only thing missing was Daniel himself. It looked like he was just stepping out and never came back. So where did he go? Would an experienced man like Daniel ever leave his boots behind in the forest? Over the following 12 days, a full-scale search operation unfolded. It included over 200 volunteers, along with search and rescue SAR teams, were Forest Service rangers and trained climbers. Strangely, canine tracking units picked up Daniel's scent heading northeast, then abruptly lost the trail less than 200 yards from camp. The dogs were reported to be visibly distressed, whining and pacing as if disoriented. One SAR handler said, "It's like he walked into the air. The dogs just stopped. They didn't know where to go, and they were scared." Infrared-equipped helicopters scoured the surrounding Laurel Hell thickets, steep ravines, and rocky outcrops, but no trace, no clothing, gear, blood, or tracks was found. There were no recent signs of landslides, animal activity, or foul play. The area where the scent vanished was along a little-used animal trail, lined with ancient gnarled trees and patches of unexplained electromagnetic interference, which reportedly disrupted some search radios and compasses. Are we talking about natural interference or something stranger? Some suggest Daniel might have fallen into a crevice or hidden pit, maybe been swept away in a sudden drop-off or stream, even succumbed to an undiagnosed medical emergency. However, no remains or gear have ever been discovered despite the thorough grid search pattern, and Daniel was in excellent health with decades of experience. A less supported theory is that Daniel chose to vanish, perhaps to start a new life. But this contradicts how well his camp was maintained. There was no note or any indication of such an intent, and he was always in regular contact with family and had no financial withdrawals. Would someone so methodical leave everything behind? Could there have been an animal attack? Black bears and cougars inhabit the area, but no signs of struggle, scattered belongings, or blood were found. Wildlife experts ruled out a predatory event. Locals have long whispered about strange lights, voices, and watchers in the Black Balsam wilderness. The Cherokee once avoided the area, referring to it as a place where the earth breathes wrongly. Several hikers reported hearing rhythmic humming and seeing flashes of light near the summit on the night Daniel vanished. Others later claimed to see a figure resembling Daniel standing on a ridge in the early morning haze, only to vanish as they approached. More fringe crazy theories were interdimensional portals or time slips, the forest mimicry entities similar to the concept of skinwalkers or the not deer. There was also the possibility of encounters with a cryptid, such as the Appalachian ridgewalker, a tall, silent humanoid said to lure hikers away from trails. Some online forums have discussed possible hidden military installations or testing ranges in the area. A retired ranger later hinted anonymously that not everything we found made the report, but gave no further explanation. What does that mean? Did officials suppress evidence? Could this be a case of missing 411, or a mimic entity, as described in Cherokee lore, the kind that wears a man's face but walks wrong? In 1985, a hiker found a single boot deep in an inaccessible ravine 7 miles from the campsite, but it couldn't be conclusively linked to Daniel. In 1992, a SAR volunteer claimed to see a man in faded gear slip between the trees at sunrise. When they ran to the grove, no tracks. Nothing. The case remains open, but cold, with no leads, suspects, or evidence. The disappearance of Daniel Young remains one of the most perplexing and unsettling cases in North Carolina's wilderness history. His intact camp, missing body, and the complete lack of evidence suggest something far stranger than a typical hiking mishap. Whether Daniel met with an accidental end, a deliberate escape, or something otherworldly, the forest has kept its secret for over 4 decades. As one SAR member put it, "We found his camp, but we never found the trail that led away from it. It's like the woods took him back." Have you ever felt like something was watching you in the woods? Do you think the truth is natural or supernatural? Let us know what you believe in the comments. Was it a ridgewalker, a portal, or something we haven't even imagined yet? If this case chilled you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Fourth Dimension for more unsolved disappearances and forest mysteries. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a case that'll make you think twice about stepping off trail. Got a theory? Drop it in the comments below.